What a game we have coming up here. A top 10 team perhaps walking right into a Truno, what you might run into. Notre Dame lining up to kick off and get this one started. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So Boston College's offense takes the field. There are always butterflies to start a game, but when you have a rivalry like this, the adrenaline is pumping on overdrive, guys.
They aren't all the same. We say that, but we know differently. The blood is boiling. The temperature is hot. Jesse, you want this week more than most.
Yeah, David, we played in these games before. Everything just seems to be heightened, right? The game seems to be moving faster. The crowd noise feels louder. Your composure will be tested early in a game like this.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
Fights off a defender. There was nowhere to run and nowhere to hide. A loss of 5 on that play.
And, man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you use his strength to get him to the ground, that is a ball.
He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one. Boston College lining up to punt this one away. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. Fields the punt and looking for daylight. Quick with the spin move. Well, they finally stop him, but he found some running room on that return and really helps out his offense to start this drive. So Notre Dame's offense has its first opportunity of the day. Guys, if you listen closely, I think you can hear the jawing going already between this quarterback and wide receiver. What a matchup, Jesse. It's going to be between those two.
You know, so many people have already been talking about this individual one-on-one matchup, David. It's going to be happening out on an island all game long. The receiver's got speed, he's got game-breaking ability, catching the football, can climb the ladder. He's going up against one of the best shutdown corners in the game. I cannot wait to watch this.
Yeah, and he's got the speed to stay with him and the instincts, and he's been so great out wide in every game.
He's loose. Oh, a lot of space. He's at the... And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Fighting Irish.
You know, oftentimes in college football, the best offenses are the ones that can create explosive plays, just like you saw right there. They're top 10 in the nation in points per game because they don't have to drive the field. They've got dudes scattered all over this offense that can take it the distance on any given play.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. BC has the ball back, hoping for a party in the mods. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Catch in the middle, it's Franklin. And he runs through 1 tackle and picks up a few.
Well, it's a nice job, too, of the quarterback after the play fake there, getting his eyes down the field. He had to get that to his tight end quickly, knowing he wasn't going to have a lot of space to run with after the catch.
From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. It's a running room. Turning on the Jets. Running inside the 20. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Boston College.
You know, this offense knew coming into the season it was so important for this guy to stay healthy. They needed him week in, week out because he plays at such a high level, and he's showing it here. That last carry was his 10th rushing touchdown of the season.
He wisely lets that one bounce through the back of the end zone, and they'll take over at the 25. Here come the Irish back on offense. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one. Takes the handoff. It's Price. Got room at the 35. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45.
It's so nice as an offense to know you can generate explosive plays by handing the football off to this guy. He has got incredible speed.
Notre Dame will come to the line after that huge gain and try to keep the momentum going. The offense changing the play. Dropping back, it's Carr. Gets it out quickly. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line.
And it's frustrating as a dump.
Intercepted, and that total goes to 16. Didn't really have room to operate on the return, but he hands him the ball at the 32. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw.
And they get to the quarterback and get the sack. That's a big emphasis for this defense. They saw a week ago, this offense gave up 3 sacks. They need to get to him early and often and create some...
And he feels the heat coming and it burns him up. Another sack. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. He's got it on the left. And they'll do more than move the chains. They'll move that thing more than 30 yards down the field before he's finally stopped. The Golden Eagles have it with a 1st and 10. Looking to throw on first down. And he just threw that one away. Safe move, didn't see anything, lived to play another play. Now, I know you two never faced off against each other in an actual rivalry game other than the Thanksgiving morning turkey bowl. But knowing you two the way I do and the way you know each other, Jesse, what would you have done to try to throw Pollock off a little bit on a stage like this?
In our opening 10-play script, I would have had David Pollock cut blocked, maybe even double-team high-load, chop blocked on every single play early.
Which is illegal, you bum. That's fine. But that's fine. You know what? I guess in retaliation to that, we would have just roughed the passer over and over, taking the 15-yard penalty. That's what's fun about this, Reese. It's petty. It's sometimes it crosses the line of dirty.
There he goes. The chains will move, and they'll have 1st and 10 from inside the red zone at the 18. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these 3rd down situations.
Lost yardage on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Leaves it with the back. They finally get a hold of him, knocking him down behind the line of scrimmage. He had been running wild. And the Golden Eagles are way behind the sticks on this 3rd and forever. Back to throw, it's James. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. He's brought down. A short return, but the defense comes out on top with a pick.
And he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his 2nd of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting that big play.
They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. Grabbed over the middle. It's Pauling. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down mark. Notre Dame trying to keep this drive moving on 2nd and short. Might be changing the route. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. He's got it. The defense got caught that time, and they finally get him on the ground at the 41. That big play is just what they needed. Now they have it 1st and 10 just outside the 40. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Got it in the middle, it's Fields. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few. What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Here's a quick throw out to the left. Oh, he's got some space. They make the stop, but this passing game does some damage, and they move the sticks with the 1st down. The Irish, after ripping off a huge chunk on the ground, will try to keep Big Mo rolling. We're through 1 and What a back-and-forth battle between these two quarterbacks as we look at the stats. So first down here as they go back to work. He wants to throw it again. Under fire. And the defense makes a play, and they get the quarterback down at the 26. Notre Dame has made this second down play much more difficult after going backwards. Quarterback making adjustments. Looking for a man. It's Carr. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense. Guys, let's take a step back and talk about Notre Dame. If they seeded the playoff today, these guys are in, but we know they're not content with that. They want so much more, Dave.
They do, and this squad has been building and trying to get to the point where they can get to the playoff and be a national champion. And right now they're in the mix, which is really, really good halfway through the season.
Touchdown, Notre Dame! Made the grab and took it on in for the score.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. BC has it back, and the Eagle offense returns to the field. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score. Got a little space. Wide open spaces. To the 43-yard line and a first down for this offense. The Golden Eagles come to the line after ripping off that huge gain on the ground, trying to keep it going. Looking to throw on first down. Got a man. It's McDonald. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. Offense gets set for second down. They'll run play action. He lost one down the sideline. And the incomplete pass taking a shot on second down, and they'll be left with a third down.
Well, you see them there taking the shot. I think the thought process is look, we've had so much success early in this game running the football. Let's see if we can now take advantage of the defense throwing the ball over their heads. They're going to be expecting run. Safeties and linebackers are
just can't pull the trigger, and the quarterback is sacked at the 41. Boston College will send out the punt team. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. They'll get down and put a stop to the return at about the 28-yard line. Let's see if they can put together a drive starting from their own 28. The give to the back. They'll spot the ball at the 34 as he goes out of bounds right there.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
They're going to run it to the right. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
And I'd go back to him again after that first carry, but the defense more ready. They're more alert, dialed into the running back. They're like, listen, we've given up one big play. All eyes on him. Nice job getting the guy on the ground.
Finds his tight end. And he's brought down after a nice gain. This freshman quarterback is slinging it out there to pick up that first down. He wants to change this route. Looking to throw, it's Carr. Got his man on the right. Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking downfield on first down. Got it in the middle. It's Pauly. Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 with the first down. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. To the air on first down. Quick strike complete. And he'll step out of bounds just short of the goal line. Almost a touchdown, but not in there yet.
This offense is clicking, and clearly everything is working. The offensive coordinator's calling good plays. The quarterback and his unit is executing. And this defense right now, they have no answers.
We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and they'll talk it over to see if they can build on this lead before halftime. They'll use the running game on 1st and goal. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Irish. On to attempt the try. Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
Boston College sending the offense back onto the field. Running out of time here in the first half, and they do have a chance to make this a one-possession game.
And so you got to locate your...
And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18.
And giving up 3 sacks a week ago, now you've already given up 4 sacks. They got to find a way to protect their quarterback. Give him a little bit more time.
They've already racked up big sack numbers. It's starting to snowball, and they are ready to go again. Just a short pass to the tight end. And they're able to get him down. IndyCar tempo as they head to the line for this 3rd down play. Clock running. To throw, it's James. Caught over the middle, it's Bond. He's got 1st down yardage across the 50. They'll mark it at the 49. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Boston College coming to the line after moving the chains. They'll move the wide receiver. Encroachment defense. Defense couldn't quite hold its water, and it'll be 5 free yards for the O. Looking for a productive play on 1st down. Snaps it in the shotgun. Fires to the big fella. Crosses the 30. He's got away. Just first down here for the offense. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Makes the catch. Now the connection takes it to the 11.
And I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the up.
And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17. The clock will stop with this timeout from the offense. They'll get a chance to regroup on the sideline. This offensive line has just been unable to keep them away from the quarterback. Now it's 2nd and long. The RPO, it's complete. Tackled there by the defense.
These 3rd downs are so critical in deciding the outcomes of football games, especially when you start to get closer to the end zone. You drill it, you practice it. This offense needs to be dialed in, needs to be in rhythm, and needs to execute on this 3rd down.
Back to pass, it's James. Going for 6. To the end zone, and it's picked off.
And this is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. He might want another play. They'll crank up this drive with the pass. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on 1st down. 2nd down coming.
Hey, man, if you're going to force incompletions when the QB's throwing the tight end, you better be physical. Nice job with the hit, forcing that incompletion.
They'll go back to the air on 2nd down. Finds the tight end. Across the 35, out of bounds at the 36, and a really good pickup as they're starting to move. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Wants to throw on first down. He's moving out of the pocket. Trying to make magic with his feet. And he'll skip his way out of bounds after a short gain, making sure he doesn't take any unnecessary punishment. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Guys, rivalry games always bring out a ton of emotions, and they were on full display in that first half.
It's all teed up. Boston College will kick to start this third quarter. It bounds through the back of the end zone. It'll be a touchback. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. He'll start the third quarter with the run. Knocked down behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard.
The defense was trailing going in at halftime, and I think they made some adjustments against the run. They want to slow this guy down. That's a really nice start to the second half if you're on defense.
Making side adjustments here. To the air, it's Carr. Fires to the tight end. It's a seam wide open. Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's first down. New set of downs after the completion. Looking to throw on first down. And that pass incomplete. The defense got a hand on it.
You know, these linebackers have to be so good in zone coverage of reading the quarterback's eyes to get to the ball. You saw that linebacker do it.
After the incompletion, back to the passing game. And they can't make the connection. Notre Dame facing a third and long, trying to keep this drive alive. From the gun, wants to pass. Zings it complete to the right. They convert on third down as he gets it to the 46-yard line. Notre Dame ready to go back to work with another first down. Wants to throw again. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down. Behind the chains now on second and long. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. To the air, it's Carr. This time he's got it. Open space at the 25. And you can see the offense just feeling itself. They've got it down to the 21. Notre Dame ready to go with another first down. Wants to go up top on first down. He's got him. He'll get it all the way down to the 8-yard line, and the defense is feeling the heat. On first and goal, Notre Dame will try to get it in the end zone. They'll try to get it in with the run. Touchdown, Fighting Irish. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. They've got the lead and trying to put this one in a hammerlock here in Week 10. Now they have extended this lead, guys, starting to put the hammer, but sometimes a rivalry game can give you a little of extra fight back.
And there can be no panic at this point now. You've worked too hard this offseason, David. They've had this game circled for so long. You've got to play your best football right now and fight back.
And you just need something good to happen on this next possession. You've got to get the crowd back into this football game. Big rivalry. Get some emotion. Get some momentum on your side.
Man, the momentum is squarely on their side right now. And it's starting to feel like they're running away with this one. They scored a touchdown their last time out. Now on this drive here in the third quarter, the defense makes a massive play against the run.
Breaks away on the left. And the big gain. They've got it on the 46. You get a play like that and you feel like you can go in and finish the deal. It'll be 1st and 10 from just inside the 50. Looking to throw on 1st down. Always a Golden Eagles have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. They run the reverse. Shakes off the defender. He had all kinds of company as soon as he got it. He had to fight his way back just to get to the line of scrimmage. Notre Dame always comes up with these kind of backers, guys like Bob Golick who just find their way to the football. 2nd tackle for loss there.
And I just think of physical, smart, they're tough guys that are right in the middle of the defense, that are firing.
Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. Brought down at the 20-yard line after ripping off the big play.
Really nice decision by the quarterback. 3rd and long, and nothing was open deep down the field. So he's able to check it down and get it to a pretty athletic guy who shows you what they can do with the ball after the catch. He finds a few blocks, he uses his speed, and that turns into be a huge gain for the offense.
He makes a grab. They will score. Touchdown, Boston College.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, he hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running, I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy, the connection between quarterback, wide receiver. You can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
No reason to risk trying to field that one as it skips through the end zone. It'll be a touchback. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. He'll try the left side. Stop behind the line. He'll lose a yard. It's amazing how play by a defensive end in the backfield can really swing the momentum not only of a series but of a game sometimes.
All you're trying to do is create negative plays, to get them behind the sticks a little bit, to get those sacks, to get those tackles for losses. You see so much stunting in college football up front with the defensive line because you know once you get one of those plays, you got the offense right where you want it.
Here comes the heat. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. Trying to pick up a 1st down. Quarterback may change this route. Back to throw, it's Carr. Quickly to the tight end. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the 1st down.
One of the things I love about this defense is they just have such great awareness, and they're always communicating. They understood the down and distance. They knew exactly what they needed to do to make the tackle to force the punt. That is so well done.
Nice move to keep running. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the 1st down. They moved the chains on the ground last time. Let's see if they try to hit him up top. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
They're trying to run the football. There's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
Wants to fire on 2nd down. Another interception. That's number 17 on the year.
And we know turnover margin is a huge part of winning ball games. Interception number 2. This quarterback has to do a better job taking care of the football. Don't force it. Take the high completion percentage stuff. Don't always try to go for the big play.
And the pass falls incomplete, and we played 3. Guys, we've come to the end of the quarter, and Notre Dame has the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. It'll be second down as we open the final stanza. Looking to fire. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion. They've got the ball at midfield, but they're facing a 3rd and long. Wide receiver going in motion. Looking to throw, it's James. Under fire. Quickly out to the tight end. He'll be brought down at the 46, and he is well short of that first down marker. 4th down coming. No sign of the punt team as they will go for it and try to move those chains. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Incomplete on 4th down, and man, did they need to keep that drive alive. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. Quarterback making checks. He'll start this drive going to the air. Good quickness to grab it off the deflection. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be second and just a few breaths away from the first down. And they'll come to the line with less than a yard to go. Second down, they'll go to the air. It's complete to the right. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
You see a lot of offenses late in the football game with a lead get conservative. I like they didn't. Like, they trusted the passing game. You're going to get looks that you know what they are. Defense has to be aggressive. You know, they have to be aggressive because they're down. They've got to get to the quarterback. They've got to get stops. Nice job throwing the football there.
Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Looking downfield on first down. Got it.
I love an offense that wants to stay aggressive. Even when you've got the lead late in the game like this, right, you still try to find your playmakers and get them the ball in space, and that is exactly what this offense is doing.
Wants to throw. It's Carr. Touchdown, Notre Dame! Fitted in the window for the score. With that last score, things comfortable here in the 4th as they are headed to a 7-1 record.
And this offense continuing to put up points. This game's out of reach. You know you're going to win, but still throwing the football, still finding that connection. I imagine there'll be some salty handshakes at the end of this game.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. BC has the ball back. Up the 4th down, and it led to the scoring drive, David.
And those are frustrating because you think you might get points, and then your defense gives up points. This has got to be a complementary football type deal. The offense now needs to provide a little spark and give this defense some hope.
No doubt, David. They got to turn the page, and they've got to play with a little bit more urgency here, knowing they've got to get that one back and put a good drive together.
Back to pass on second down. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. 3rd down coming.
It's going to be difficult for this offense, man. Just where are they going to find the plays? You can tell the defense sitting back. They're playing nickel. They're playing dime. So you need some receivers to step up, make some yards after the catch, some contested plays. This offense has got to do something, and they got to do it quick.
And the heat gets there, and they get him down at the 14-yard line. Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. Makes the catch, converts on 4th down, is still on his feet. The Golden Eagles come to the line in the hurry-up. Timeout called here by the defense. It's their first of the half. They'll put it in play from the 41 on first down. To the ground with the back. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. And the Golden Eagles now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Pressure coming. Good job to toss that ball out of bounds and avoid the loss. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Golden Eagles need their binoculars to find that line to gain here on third down. Dropping back, it's James. And the defense will corral the quarterback, and down he goes at midfield. Down in the fourth quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it. Lofts one high and deep. And it's incomplete way downfield, and the defense rises to the occasion. Sometimes people say, if you're good enough, what's the big deal about going on the road? Well, if you're not careful, you might find out in a spot like this one, guys.
Yeah, no doubt about it. This is a hostile environment, and you know you're going to be getting the opponent's A-game for this one. They've circled this one all offseason, so they better be ready to bring it today, David.
And the hardest thing to do in college football is to go on the road. Everything about it changes, and you want to shut this crowd up early. You don't want to give them belief, because if it starts to build throughout the game, look out.
Wants to adjust the pattern. To the air on second down. Fires to the big fella. At the 35, he's got room. They finally make the stop, and it's been this way this guy's whole career as a senior. Makes a play after the grab. Really good job working through his progression. You get it to him quickly, and the big tight end has a chance to run a little.
And a really good job by the QB throwing an accurate throw. I got to hit those guys on the move, on the run, so they can do this. They can catch the football, get upfield, and chew up some extra yards.
Finds his tight end.
And this offense continuing to spin the football, man, continuing to add to a great day. They built this big lead. They've shown you a variety that they can do a lot of really, really good things. And I like it, man. Continue to throw the football. Continue to be who you are. It's the defense's job to stop.
Pressure in his face, and he lets it fly. He just threw that one away. Nobody was getting open. He had to live to fight another play in the red zone. It'll be third down. Looking downfield, it's Carr. Snagged out of the air. They make the stop at the 5-yard line, but they've got it first and goal.
And it's tough on the defense there. Third down, you're in zone coverage. Everybody's watching the quarterback, and you're trying to make a break on the ball, but he just got it out of his hands too quickly, and the throw was too accurate. Really nothing you can do there, and it's now a fresh set of downs.
With the run on first and goal. Looking for the end zone. And he's forced out of bounds close to the goal line, and that shove saved a touchdown. He'll run it to the right, looking for the goal line. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Irish! They're on the board again, and it looks as if this winning streak is going to continue.
And the running back gets his second rushing touchdown of the game. You want to continue to feed this guy. You could tell he's got a nose for the end zone, knows how to get in there, knows how to make things happen.
BC has it back, and the Eagle offense returns to the field. This has been a really disappointing performance, David, no question about that, but they can find some positive.
Yeah, and every time you watch the tape, you know, Jesse, coaches are pointing out, look at this. This was open if we'd have just ran the details to the right route, hung on to the football. Little things can make a big difference.
Yeah, that's why they call it a game of inches, David. But I'll say this, if you're on offense, don't go on social media this week. It ain't going to be pretty after this performance. You've got to lock in. You got to take the week of practice very seriously and find those positives that you can build off, David, you're talking about.
And the Golden Eagles need a massive chunk play to move the sticks here on third down. This defensive front just ran free in the backfield. He'll lose 3. And here comes the punt team. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Makes the catch near the 50. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. Here come the Irish back on offense. be, David, in complete control and headed toward victory formation.
Yeah, no stress, under a couple minutes left in the ball game, well in hand. These are the ones, Jesse, you like to just run the clock, take a knee, whatever you want.
No doubt. They're going to love watching this game film, too. There's just so many positives to take away from this, and this is the kind of performance today that is really going to help this offense's confidence.
Throws for the tight end. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and third down is coming. We'll see if the offense can move the chains after that incompletion. Might be calling a hot route. Looking to throw, it's Carr. And this is going to be incomplete on third.
You know, I'll give it to the defense here. Obviously, it has not been their day, and this offense has gone up and down the field, lighting up the scoreboard, but you're still seeing this defense compete. And on third and long, expecting pass, everybody on the same page, you get the incompletion. That's something positive that their coaching staff can point to when they review the film.
He's not going to get there. Stop short on fourth down. To the air on first down. Connection to the right. Major gaps in that defense, and he got loose, and they finally knock him down at the 41. They used a chunk play to cross midfield, and they've got it first and 10 just outside the 40. Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48.